What's up YouTube, capital G here. So after months and months of waiting, the ban list has finally been updated, and it's not exactly the ban list we were looking for. Wah wah wah. Looks like Konami did update a ban list of sorts, but unfortunately it's the ban list for players, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Suspended players list. Konami decided we don't want to give you guys a ban list for cards, but we will give you guys a new ban list for the players to tell you guys who and who can't come to the 200th YCS. Konami just went ahead and updated this. I find the timing to be a little odd. I mean, it can't be a coincidence that they decided to update this thing so close to the 200th YCS, which is of course the biggest event that they have ever thrown in Yu-Gi-Oh history. And man, they did some serious numbers on this list. You can see right here 47 players have been added to the list. Like 40, that's almost 50 people. I mean, now obviously this incorporates the entire TCG, so it can be people from Latin America, the United States, or Europe, wherever, but damn, that's a lot. And we actually have some very high profile names on here, and that is kind of crazy. A couple of them I just thought were kind of weird. I know that Corey Roca, if you guys don't remember, Corey Roca won a YCS championship in Atlanta. This was last year during like Zodiac format. He won with Paleozoic, kind of shocked the world there. And I know that there was some controversy. He said some things on the Zodiac Facebook group about shooting up a YCS event. And the odd thing is, I actually talked to Corey. I interviewed him on my channel. I super like the guy, and he seems like a decent person, but it's just weird that Konami would now, I guess, ban him for 3 years. His sentence is 3 years, a year and a half later, after all of that kind of came to light. And even when he said he was going to do that, that was like a year previous. So I don't know, it's just really weird, the timing. It's like maybe Konami didn't know, but I find that hard to believe, because at the same time, I know for a fact that there are multiple people who work for Konami who are in the Zodiac Facebook group. So like basically everybody knew about it at that time. And then unfortunately, we have a Yu-Gi tuber who also got banned, Triff Gaming. This is another person that I know, and Triff Gaming is super cool. This is so sad, because I actually feel like Triff was going to be the next great Yu-Gi tuber. I feel like his channel had actually already taken off. I mean, he got like 10,000 subs in 2 months. This guy could have easily been one of the, you know, Yu-Gi tubing gods up there with Simo and Team Samurai, but unfortunately his next year is not going to be playing premier events. Steve actually got, let me see if I can go ahead and find him. Steve got 1 year, and Konami put it down as cheating. I gotta go all the way down to the S's. This is him right here, Steven J. Travinsky, and he's already confirmed it on Zodiac. He says, "I'm banned." This was posted by House of Champs John Moore, and this is the stupidest thing, right? It's one of the things that you don't actually think about until you know, you have to face the consequences for it. But essentially what happened is, he was doing a deck profile, which you can see right here, and he kind of admitted to intentionally slow playing with his pendulum deck. And basically he was saying, oh, I'm gonna make my turns last like 10 minutes, and then the second that we go into time after I've made Vortex Dragon, I'll go cowboy for game. You better scoop it up, boy. And the problem with that is, and I really hope that players start recognizing this, especially in today's times. Back in the early years of like GX, we didn't really have to worry about this because YouTube was still in its infancy. Same kind of thing with social media. But if you put something on YouTube, or even Twitch for that matter, and you basically admit that you have actively been cheating, or that you've cheated in the past, and it's a big offense, Konami will actually use that as evidence against you. They did it with Triff Gaming. This is the video right here. I'm not going to play the whole thing because the audio will just be terrible. I'm recording from a microphone. But yeah, if you admit to something like that, we saw it with the Billy Break thing, where Billy Break, you know, said, hey, I gave Jackie the win, and then Konami like instantly suspended him. And then it went, or, you know, Billy talked to Konami, and he was like, no, she had actually already beaten me, and I just didn't feel like playing. And then they kind of expedited his case. And remember, he was going to be banned for Worlds. Well, yeah, he wasn't going to be able to participate at Worlds. We've seen this with the guy from the Duel Links, the guy this year who got, you know, he got suspended at Worlds. They didn't allow him to play, even though he was already in Japan. And that was because of something that he said on Twitch.tv. That's something that he said on a live stream. So for everybody out there who plays Yu-Gi-Oh!, If you have any aspirations of being like a YouTuber or you want to live stream, please do not post anything stupid on Twitch or on YouTube. Heck, I would even watch what you say on like Facebook, because it's pretty obvious that Konami is watching this stuff. And, you know, I said earlier, in the GX days when YouTube wasn't that big, you know, everything was kind of just done on message boards. We didn't have to worry about this, but it's a digital age and things are changing, and Konami is going after big players, YCS winners, YouTubers with 10,000 subscribers. Basically, no one is off limits. And this is kind of funny. Anytime the suspended players list updates, I always search myself just to make sure that I haven't pissed off Konami, because I'm like, yo, I haven't done anything. I think I started playing regionals in 2006, and I have never once been on the suspended player list. People are gonna be like, oh, Cap G, that's you. That says Randall right there. No. I'm Randall J. And unless you see a Randall J on there, it is not actually me. And then there's one last thing that I do want to talk about, and this is really meme worthy. I actually found this to be incredibly spicy. I'm about to break some Banlist news right here, guys. If you actually search Max on the new suspended players list, look what you find right here. Is this or is this not Max C? 100% still banned on the suspended players list. Konami got a vendetta against this card, but look, we're about to go even deeper. This is definitely some reckless speculation stuff right here. It says Max C's ban is going to be over September 30th, 2018. So you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and break some news here. Breaking news, 100% confirmed by me, Mega Capital G, on my channel right now. Max C is getting unbanned in 3 weeks. You guys see right here. Here's the proof. It says Max C, September 30th, 2018. That's in like 3 weeks, guys. Go out, get your Max Cs, get your ultimate rares, your secret rares, because Max C, we're gonna be able to play it again after so many months of not having that card. Konami has realized the error of their ways, just like the OCG when they semi-limited it. They put it to 2 and then they immediately put it back to 3. Konami's just having a nice little change of heart. Anyways, I'm just fucking around. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I just thought it was funny. Somebody pointed it out. They were like, wait a minute. So there's actually a guy named Max C on the suspended players list at the same time that Max C is banned in the actual physical trading card game. I just thought that that was ironic. And especially with the timing, the fact that the card, or the fact that the player Max C is about to be eligible to return, I honestly thought that that was too hilarious not to point out. But some of you guys are not going to be able to take a joke. You're going to slam this video with dislikes. That's fine. I mean, maybe you're just like, you know what, Cap, you've been debating us all week when it comes to the ban list. This is the last debation that I'm going to take. I hope you get swept into the ocean by Hurricane Florence. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Yeah, man, in a couple hours, this hurricane's about to like literally put my house underwater. Anyways, what do you guys think? Some people have actually said that this could be a sign that the actual ban list is about to be coming, because they traditionally update the suspended players list around the same time as the ban list. I don't really know if that's true or not, because I've never kept track of the specific dates when Konami has like updated the players list. Like, I think I've looked at this list a couple of times, but I've never really looked at it and then kind of tried to correlate it to the actual release of the ban list. I mean, it could be true. Some people are also saying that it was kind of cruel of them to do this before the 200th YCS. Why not just wait a week and a half? You could have allowed all these 50 players to maybe go. And honestly, I kind of agree. This is the biggest event that Konami has ever done in the history of this game. I know, like, Corey Roca has been playing the game since the inception. You shouldn't just take away that opportunity just because of, you know, something that maybe they did in the past that you gotta go ahead and suspend them for. I get it. You gotta, you know, lay down the law, but why not just lay down the law a week and a half afterwards? Because I know for a fact that some of these players did want to go to that 200th YCS, and I also know that Triff Gaming, man, this dude's off the chain. He said, yo, Cap, I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to this damn tournament. You know, suspended players list be damned. I'm going to be in the house. Now, I would advise Triff to not talk to Konami there. Don't even acknowledge them, because I have heard crazy stories about players who were actively suspended, and sometimes when they show up to events, they they end up getting their suspension longer. And Triff only has a 1-year suspension, so he can be Yugi tubing the entire time. He can still actively be building decks and whatnot. So it's not something crazy where he kind of has to throw away his future for one event, even if that event is like the biggest shebang in Yu-Gi-Oh history. I know, I just think that this entire thing is just kind of crazy, especially them dropping this before the 200th YCS. I just would have preferred if they would have done it a week and a half later and let the players at least have their kind of last hurrah, because some of these players do have 3-year bans, and when you're banned from Yu-Gi-Oh for 3 years, you probably are likely to quit. So whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. I promise you this will be the last time I debate you guys and I put the word Banlist in the title of a video. 100%. The next time I do it, it will be when the actual ban list is released. Don't dislike bomb this video too much. You gotta learn how to take a joke. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already and turn on that notification bell for daily videos. And actually, quick update to this video because new information has come out. First off, disregard anything that I say earlier in this video about the ban list not being out, because obviously this video was made before the ban list was revealed, so you can just disregard that. But Triff Gaming did actually make a video addressing his suspension. He says that everything that he said in that deck profile when it comes to essentially stalling for time and basically making Cowboy with the end of match procedures so that his opponent doesn't really have any way of playing and fighting back in Cowboy for game, essentially. He says that was all a joke, that he didn't actually do that in any, organized play, and that Konami has essentially suspended him for no reason. He also said that he didn't get contacted by Konami as of yet, so he still doesn't even really know the reason that he has been suspended. I'm sure that they will eventually get to him. As far as that being a valid defense, I'm not exactly sure. Konami has expedited cases like this. We saw with Billy Break, they actually reviewed his case within 3 days and had him ready for Worlds. Will Triff be able to legally play in the 200th YCS, which is as of right now like a week away? I don't know, man. I'm not sure that he has the same profile as Billy Break, and the fact that Billy Break was a Worlds competitor at that point, I think kind of gave him some leeway. But I'm sure maybe if he makes a big enough ruckus on like Zodiac and other platforms, as he is a YouTuber with 10,000 subscribers, maybe they will review it. I just don't know if that defense is going to be valid of essentially saying I was joking, because at that point it's like, how do you evaluate? Anyone can say they're joking about anything, but we'll have to wait and see exactly how this is going to play out. But I just wanted to give you guys more information because I don't want to leave a story half told. That is Triff's side of the story. Leave whatever you guys believe in the comment section below.